Hey, Tom Cruising coming at you today. And today we're going to be changing out the side indicator lights on my Can-Am Spyder RT. The LED lights started going and I got in touch with Sling Mods and they replaced them free under the warranty. So let's take a look at what we got and what we're going to be doing. Alright, here we got our primer and alcohol pads. We got our indicator lights. We're only going to be changing one because that's all it is right now. Got an 8mm, 13mm, which we're going to be needing on the inside. I got a cutter here, so to cut a couple of tie wraps that I have on it. Got our scraper and some tape to put down. So let's get over and see what's going to be happening, and I'll walk you through the whole process and also show you how I installed them, talking about that as I'm taking everything else apart. So stay tuned, this is going to be good. Alright, first you got to do is take out these four 13 mils. Okay, so already loosened up that one and this one. Let's get back here and get a third. That one. And this is the last. You just get them all loose. Alright. Good Loctite on that. Alright. There's a tie wrap that needs to be cut. If I can get to it. Come. Alright. Now we'll just pause that here while I get the rest of them out. Alright. Once that fourth one is out, you're going to have to get it up, make sure everything else is out of the way. Okay. And the tire's in the wrong position. You got to turn the wheel a little. Can't get to it when it's at that way. So it's one way. Before you head out and do all of that, actually, I do have a couple of more tie wraps here that are holding it. There's an 8mm up at the top here that you got to get out. So let me grab the 8mm. That's where the connector is to connect all of the lights. Is in there. why I put the rag down at the bottom. You can use a rag, or you can use tape just to protect the AR some. Alright, that's out. A couple of more tie wraps. I don't know if you can see in here. Let me try to get somebody in here. This is where the 8mm was. Right here. And now this plate will come out. And here are the rest of the connections in here. Get some more light. Alright, but I got some more. It looks like this is going to be our main connection. Going back down. Just rest it here. Hopefully you'll still be able to see. This pin should come out. Okay, that was for the other guys. Well, they should come out. Alright, let me get these all disconnected and we'll be back. Wrong side was coming out. That should be it. Alright, got it out. I was pulling on the wrong end. Okay, I thought this other side came out, but it was this side that came out. So that's all disconnected there. I got these wires off and out of the way. This line here, okay, this is the line that goes and feeds my AR lights. I installed them at the same time with it because I didn't want to take everything all apart again. Alright, so let's get this out. Now, that's real dirty. Alright. twist it forward till it comes off the front, and then pull it back. Alright, let's get it over here onto the table, and then we'll get this piece out and go from there. Alright, I got it here on a little bit of the table. Alright, this is what we're going to be trying to remove. But before I do that, put some tape down here along the sides just to protect the paint some. There we go. Alright. Then I'm going to get my little scraper and try to get underneath it and get the paint or the tape that was on there to loosen up. Just nice and easy, and it will start to pry up. Alright, there we go. Now, there's another tie wrap at the back that will get out. I'm going to get my cutters again. Careful not to cut any of the wires when you're doing this. And okay, I did tape them up. Alright, this is the connection that you need to disconnect. There we go. They just pull right out. And then you get it come out. That is busted all through. Alright, so now that that's out, okay, gotta try to get this stuff all out from here. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray this some with, I got a Goo Gone. Okay, it's Goo Gone. I've used it, it works pretty good. Alright, we'll let that sit there for a while. I'll get back when it's all off. Alright, I got all the other tape that was on here. So if you were initially going to be doing this, you would take your real LED light, put it here just to see how it would fit. Okay, and then you would take a marker, put a mark right where the wires wind up on it, okay? And then you would take a drill the hole out until you got it big enough to fit this connector through, okay, which is about 732s, maybe a little bit bigger, okay? So then when you do all of that, you just take the tape off, alright, and then you would do the same procedure if you were changing the bottom reflector, okay? You would peel the reflector off, clean it all up, line it up, mark where the wires would go through, and drill that hole also. I'm not going to be going through that today because I don't need to change that one here today. Alright, so you want to make sure this surface is pretty much clean, and then take your alcohol pad that came with it, okay, open that up, clean the area here real good, alright, and then you let that dry. I'll get back when that's all dried, and then we'll go with the prep. Alright, it's been a little bit. That alcohol is dry. Now it's time for the primer. So you just take that, wipe it all here. Right. Now we're going to take the protective film off the top. That would have just got in the way of everything. And then you're going to peel the backing off of this. There we go. Peel off the whole side, and then you push the connector through the hole that you just drilled. Okay, and then just press down on your light. There you go. It's installed. You do the same thing with the rear. Once you had it all prepped and drilled out and have everything, you peel it off, push it on through. Now on the inside here, what we got, this is where that connector went. So we'll find that connector here, and connect them up. Now we'll make sure it gets down to the side. We'll get some tape and tape that all up, tie wrap it down, and then we'll get it over and back onto the bike. Alright. Alright. So with that all installed and everything, we come back over to the bike. We just lean it back or forward. Well, we'll get it. There it is. And in. Okay. There, it's back on. Now what you're going to want to do is connect these. Well, put a little grease on. I didn't show it before, but I put a little grease on the connectors. Alright, so connect them there, and then we can turn it on, make sure everything is right. Okay, the lights are back on. Let's check the directionals. And there you go. It's back on. Now the installation is just the reverse now. We gotta secure the wires underneath. Get them secure there. Put the cover back on. Tighten the 8mm bolt. And then get it back over the wheel. And tighten up all of the 13 mils. Alright, so let's see if I can get something in there that we can see. This work? Not sure. I don't think so. I'll show you when I get it all together. I really can't get a good shot in there now. There's not enough room. Try to get the camera in here before I button it up so you can see how everything looks. That's what I'm missing. I need more tie wraps. So look at the wires, all tucked in, tie wrapped back. Now I'm just gonna flip over, put that cover on just to make sure everything else is gonna be okay. Alright, now there you have it all with the cover on. Now once the cover is back on, you can, again, to make sure you still got everything making a good connection before you get everything else buttoned up. Okay. Alright, everything is still there and working. So you can go on and finish the rest. Alright, so now we'll get the lights out. Come in there, move this light over to this side. Okay. And it did look like these did have a little bit of Loctite on them. So I'll go back up, grab my Loctite, and we'll get these guys in. Making sure we're not pinching any of the wires coming down and around. get one bolt caught right now so we can start getting everything else secured. Right, then we get another one. The other side. Making sure you get that other sensor caught up with it. All right, that one's there. Running out of Loctite. We'll get the other sensor bolt of the hole, and then there it is. And then the last one, come on, yes, and that's going to be the end of that bottle of Loctite. Right now, the last one over here. All right. I'm gonna go back through, make sure they're all tight. And then wipe down the fender. Might have to do some quick detailing to it. And then look on the side where the rest of your wires come down and get them all tie wrapped and secured out of the way so not to get caught up with anything. These are too short, so we get the longer ones. right. There you go. Take a closer look at everything underneath here. Just tie wrapped these lines coming down, and a closer look at your 4 bolts. So there you have it. This cap always falls off. All right. There you are. Ooh, real close. With everything there, the light's been replaced. It's been checked. Went over a little bit real quick on how to install it from the start. So there you go, guys. Give this the old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, keep riding.